Listen carefully. If your du'as feel delayed, if you cry in prayer but hear only silence, there may be one mistake you're making, just one, and it can stop your du'as at the doors of the heavens. Does that make you uncomfortable? Good, because truth is not meant to comfort the ego. You raised your hands to Allah. Your words were correct. Your timing felt right. So why the silence? This is where most people misunderstand dua. We think dua is only about asking, but dua is a relationship. And when a relationship is damaged, words lose their power. Think about this for a moment. If you constantly ignore someone's boundaries, disrespect their commands, and then expect them to respond immediately, does that sound reasonable? This is where many hearts quietly break. Some people ask, so does that mean I must be perfect for my du'as to be accepted? No. But there is a difference between weakness and deliberate neglect. The most dangerous mistake is this: normalizing sin. When sin no longer creates guilt, when haram no longer creates fear, dua becomes nothing more than sound. Let me ask you something. Have you ever made dua and moments later scrolled into something you know Allah dislikes? Don't answer out loud. Answer yourself. We are desperate for answers, but resistant to change. This is where duas get blocked. There is another subtle mistake, a very dangerous one: impatience. We say, I've been making dua for so long. But do you realize impatience itself can become a barrier? What if the delay exists because you are still being prepared? Allah never delays without purpose. He prepares. And when we start saying, maybe my dua is not being accepted, we weaken the very trust that dua stands upon. Pause here for a moment. Ask yourself honestly, am I truly content with Allah's decision, or am I only attached to my outcome? That question is not easy, but it is necessary. There is another mistake. Even religious people fall into it: carelessness about halal and haram. You might think, everyone knows this, but knowing and honoring are not the same. Dua does not rise only from the tongue. It rises from your lifestyle, your income, your habits, your choices. Together they give weight to your dua. Let me ask you something lightly. Do you want Allah to truly listen to you or merely hear you? Your actions already answer that question. This realization creates fear, and that fear is good, because change does not happen without it. But here is the hope. If you recognize these mistakes, you are already halfway back, because Allah loves intention. Allah loves return. If today you say, "Oh Allah, I am not perfect, but I no longer want to be careless," and that statement alone can reopen doors. Now let me leave you with a cliffhanger. Sometimes duas are not blocked. They are answered, in a form you fail to recognize. And misunderstanding that leads to complaints instead of gratitude. If you understand this concept, your entire view of dua will change. Stay with this video until the end. Because in the final part, I will share something most people never consider. Before you go, I want you to do one thing. Write this in the comments: I will fix my mistake. When you see people from different parts of the world making the same decision, notice what it does to your heart. And if you want to stay connected to reminders that are quiet but powerful, subscribe now and stay with us. Because dua is not just about asking. Dua is about coming back.